Hello and hi. Welcome to another wonderful episode
of
the emergency.
Why are you making it feel like certain type of way? I don't want to say.
Because you've told me that I can find a husband on this podcast. So now my repertoire is going to have to change.
Okay, I see.
How are you? Mr. Henry Cardinal. We've got things.
Can you start the show?
We have started the show.
Okay. I'm good. How are you? Okay, sir.
Yeah, welcome.
I'll be serious because I know I'm not out here to be spotted or whatever.
Yeah. So you're good.
I gotta be.
I got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, just me.
Enjoying yourself. It's almost Christmas time.
Yeah.
It's very important to always have an emergency meeting because you never know.
Yeah.
Who needs to know what?
Yes.
So we're here to let you know about everything that's been happening. Of course, I'm your host. My name is Miss Mbumba. I'm switching things up.
Oh,
wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Mulandira utenga.
But as if I'm getting introduced.
Yeah. All right. No, Cardinal Henry is here again.
I just genuinely feel if someone can, I just feel like you guys don't like us the way you like other people, Mr. Instigator. I feel like why are we not here every day? We should be here every day.
We should explain.
But yes, explain yourself.
You didn't even introduce me, but I'm here.
Oh, right. We also have the instigator here. And
you forget to introduce people. That's why maybe those guys, they always give me a shout out.
They really
almost like,
they really do. But do you need any introduction?
No.
I think they hear your voice and they know.
I think that's the thing. Like, people would know what instigator was in the building.
That's
what it is.
Yeah.
Off the camera, but people would know what my instigator, instigator this. I'm going to buy my shine.
It is what it is.
But explain yourself. Why are we not here like every day?
Why are you not here every day? The reason is the show emergency meeting is supposed to be emergency.
It has to be. It has to be emergency. It has to be emergency.
So we are working so hard to make sure that this show becomes an emergency.
Yes,
Okay.
So that it carries the name. So we know that things usually move pretty fast in Malawi.
Yeah.
So we don't want to. So we want to, of course, to do analysis later on. But at some point, we have to fix things.
Yeah.
So how are we fixing things? Well, people need to watch out for 2025.
Ooh, my God.
They'll know what's going to happen. But we need to make sure that it's emergency. Emergency.
Right there.
Right there. In fact, as it happens.
Why
it is happening.
As it
is unfolding.
That will even be our slogan.
Right here.
As it happens. As it is happening. That's our slogan.
We'll be unfolding them right here.
If you see the is it happening?
Okay.
I like that.
In fact, yeah, so no. So it's not like there's anything else. Like we want you to always be here, and I know you're gonna be a team that is usually coming in, specifically next year.
Next year, exactly.
The elections and
a lot
everything.
Of things.
Because you guys are gonna be here more often.
Yeah,
we need to find a way how to do that.
Yeah.
Plus, Henley is always
What?
I'm here.
No, explain yourself.
What are you trying to say?
I don't know, but he's a miracle man.
I'm always what?
What do you expect?
I'm always what? But I'm here.
Yeah, so some basic.
I'm not my God.
What do you mean? Palombe upanga kuchana.
Yeah, baba. Ndikuenda cha ku Mozambique ku.
Tipanga banji beje.
My emergency meeting.
And who has a man kuti emergency meeting si majitika faya ine. nkhani ndimene akuuza niyo so nkhani ndona kuti tupanga zoti tidzibwera pano tili nkhani ili ya moto
alright
ikupsya tidzibwera pano ndikupanga za nkhani imeneyoyo
chabwino
ndikuyipanga digest ndikuyiphwasula mkati
yeah
ndikuona kuti tipange bwanji so yeah we're looking forward to next year and next year is gonna be
fire
yeah.
Anyway, so speaking of as it is happening, a lot of things have been happening in the country. I don't even know, man. I mean, it's raining now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. It's raining, so that's good. But I think one story at a time. Amidst the issue of fuel crisis and forex, and a lot of people have been complaining. You know, we
have been complaining.
Yeah. How long did we have the fuel crisis situation?
I think
a month.
About 5 or 6 weeks.
Yeah. That's a lot of time for a country to go through such issues. But so far, so good.
Yeah. I mean,
in some areas,
literally like today, my pump stations angapo so ntaoni munalibeso petrol. Like kuyambira I think dzana dzulo like umapeza pena body ngatalipo ndoti pali mina timagalimoto 4 or 5 it's not like it's just gonna be walking. Yeah, but it's gonna be on a queue and then utira. Nkani ndona kuti akupezeka komano there is that fear.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah, so amidst all of that, people were asking, somebody who is responsible and answerable. So people were like, okay, so what is the government doing about the situation? Blah, blah, blah. Then we saw our president traveling. He had promised us children that he was going to resolve the situation. Hands-on. It was going to be a hands-on response. And so far, he has returned back into the country. And he released a statement. He said something. Because obviously people are like, okay, what
is it?
Yeah, so let's just tap into that a little. And then dissect. So I got this from the Malawi government page, which I follow. If you haven't followed, please go and follow.
Do.
All right. So President Lazarus Chakwera has expressed optimism, keyword optimism, that his recent visit to the United Arab Emirates will pave the way for significant improvements in addressing fuel shortages and supply challenges in the country.
Yeah.
So when he spoke upon arrival at Kamuzu International Airport, the president emphasized the valuable discussions he had with President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. I say Nahyan.
Brandon has to learn how to do a ready from Mbumba. Brandon has to learn.
Oh, thank you guys.
I say Brandon
Chief. That's not how we do a read.
So he had a discussion with the president regarding innovative strategies to support the revival of Malawi's development agenda.
Yeah.
So he also said that he engaged with various leaders in the UAE who are dedicated to enhancing fuel availability and stability in our country. All right. So he also said he took the opportunity to meet. All right. Opportunity of his visit to meet prospective investors interested in the range of investment opportunities in Malawi.
Okay.
Yeah, so Agudi assigned a memorandum of understanding, and this will be done to solidify these promising initiatives and foster economic growth. Wow. What I have a lot to say about that statement on its own, but maybe my friends, you have thoughts surrounding that.
You know what? I think first of all, let me say this: he was not there for the first time.
Okay.
Talking about the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah. 2022, he went there as well. Anavaya.
Country to country.
Country to country. This is 2024 December.
So what exactly?
Get it?
Yeah.
My point is...
No, not you. I was like, my question was, so what exactly were you going to do again? But proceed. Proceed.
You get it? So I think the thing is, You remember last time Antoine ankadandala kuyenda makuti I tried to reason kuti okay it's not like kuti timadana nanu mukamaenda, you get it, eh? It's not like timadana nanu mukamaenda, but then people wants to see results.
Yeah.
You get it, eh? People wants to see results. Kuti munachoka, now you're back. Okay, what do you have for us? Okay, we should not. We're not expecting to be facing the similar problems after a certain time, from like the same problem yoti munazaenda hapo kuti mungasolve vuto limene lolo. You get what I mean, eh?
Yeah.
Because if you're doing something or you're planning on doing something, it means kuti we have to see, I mean,
some change,
man.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about 2022. They went there, they talked about the same thing, and then was this a follow-up? Koma mene kuonekera ngati nali fresh trip, like kuti tukayamba
kukambira
naso. You get it, eh? We don't know kuti zija zinaenda bwanji.
Yeah.
So you would think unena kuti okay, matrip you are in there machitika, or those discussions, do they materialize into something?
That's true.
Okay, that's my question. That has always been my question, because I told you last time the reason why people are frustrated is because somehow una zinthu zija, and I asked kuti zimatenga nthawi yaitali bwanji from the day that you've talked a deal
About it.
to the day where maybe it can be on the ground.
Yeah.
Because I think people wants to see something on the ground. So you can see unena kuti zimachitika amaenda matani, but still people be out here, hey, palibe chimene chikupindula.
Yeah.
Because they know you've been there before.
I think that just to also like add on to what you have said, it would have made more sense if after saying all of this, and you're saying, okay, now we are yet to sign a memorandum of understanding. When are you yet to sign that?
You get it, eh? That's something that I think Mwina ziganati sangalasa.
Yeah.
Knowing kuti this trip has been done before, and then now Mwina timafunika, we needed like dates now.
Yeah, I really got.
Abirika madate February.
Kusaina not, I'm not sure. Koma kuti
anthu kubwera.
Yes.
Yeah. Anthu akwena sura ati abwere.
Koma March mesa ndimene deals ayambe.
March?
Yeah, so I think pakati pampane pali ma bilateral discussions.
Okay.
Kuti apange actualize kuti zizenda bwanji. Because if you're thinking about UAE,
Ilutali.
Yeah, so you have to think about kuti zizenda bwanji.
Yeah, the logistics wise.
When I look at this situation, I look at it from a perspective of, okay, akwauza magays anake amene muna magula ngati ma vendors, I think when pongondo pa Malawi kazinto. Papa nabwera nkhani za china chief. Remember that time?
Chief, yeah.
Nabwe 40 magays anake mapanga supply.
Yeah.
So it's going to be magays now ku UAE working with us kutipanga supply, and then looks cool, looks promising from where I'm sitting. But magays my transport.
Is it going to be like a straightforward thing implementing it? Kumene umapitako, I think kumene umapitako.
Because my guys sopano amabwera part. So mzozo kuti punoli nkhani zoti ma transporters anayo ngongole. Kuti ngongole zanabwizira ma guys acha. Chifukwa kuti mafuta akabwera, guys bwera through Mozambique kuti afuna aduse pa ocean panjanji. Kadusa pa Panseu kuti ni matraki. Pali ma guys ibe amene ali nkati kati. Zingati AIP, you know kuti magays amene samadandaula anthu akwalimbana kwambiri amakhala kuti ani magali moto amene mapanga transport fertilizer nkumene kuli business ikonomeko. So these are the guys amene people should be asking kuti reform ikuchitikayi yakogulayi nanga what about the supply chain yonse amene kodi ipachitika pakaso change inayake imene sipazapezeka kuti magays anyanyala ku Tanzania.
It's the
same thing,
Yeah.
This is my assumption, right? But ngati mafutao izengani boma throughout, let's say kuti from point of transaction to point of selling, kuti munaka kuzasiya kukanengo nukwasiya masairos muja kenako nde kuti magays azangobwera matransporter Malawi muno, let's say kuti apyuma azinyamula makakula kumene kuchi. That's a different discussion. So we don't know. Those are part of the details.
But now then you're giving them ideas. Now you're giving them ideas, but that's good.
End makani mafuta yake, because you know chichakaso kuti nchaboma boma. Delays mbwe. Chitika
I think the point of reference for me, it's always deal ya labor export.
Okay.
That was a straightforward thing. It's been done with the private sector.
Yeah.
You get it? When the government entered into the business. Now this is Bangandife. Tell me what has happened.
Wapita ndani.
Akozoka when anata mwina 6 months working on my arrangement and mwina 100 and to 300. You get it? When that time people were flying hundreds of people. Like the agencies were flying. Amapita and Timaona, like every day people were like at the airport. Kumapita. You get it? So I think Kumalawi kunoko nthawi zambiri kuende boma system, the government system kuti iendese chinthu kumakhala kotivuta. Pompanonso ndinalankhula nkhani ya ngongole dzanife. Ndinanena pano nina kuti ase ndrama tirekeze mwaipasa tirekeze kuti achina FDH acha ali ndi 8 billion Malawi kwacha. Ayipereka kuti ikupita iyo it's just for the loans. Ufuna nduze zoti angazaime like the management ingazaime nkuzayuza board kuti talephera kutolera 4 billion. Management ya bank ingazaime nkuyuza board ya bank kuti ifeyo tu timafuna kuti mutipange right off ngongole zokwana 4 billion. They can't. That's a lot of money. You get for a business entity. But for the government, we've been doing that. It's our catch. Timapanga.
We override.
Okay? We Timapanga. We've written off a lot of billions of kwachas. So what I'm trying to say is, it looks good. It looks like something that is a solution. But I'm telling you, is that somewhere so now I'm not. Since we
no.
Okay.
Remember there was remember
Elada syndrome.
Arandi ero kumalawi. Kuvuta kwambiri. Remember why ma entities ambana bangudo privatize kuno. Kuyambira yanu I think kana stage coach whatever. Ma platforms ambana bangudo privatize chifukwa chokuti boma limakanika kupanga rani. So when people are excited about the government take over
to government,
my entities that magwira bwino where the government runs it, you see. So private sector azaifunaso
yeah,
and
the same deals what happen
but now I have to ask, why is it that it's so difficult for the government to run something as simple as an entity like that? For example, Stagecoach. Zimakanika how?
Lack of accountability.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's factor number 1. Factor number 2 is political interference. Also plays a role.
Okay.
The problem here, we put professional politics pamwamba. So antamali professionals, they seek guidance from a politician. I mean,
alibe nzeru ya chifu.
So for we are kumenya ni mfano wa PhD ni prof. Through you
boss. But I also feel like the government still, one way or the other, if you're talking about political interference, it also does tap into the private sector one way or the other. Because my issues are jogudi, let's say you are running a certain entity and because it's magomela boma limene time boma maluzi basi until somebody else comes that sort of has relations with the next boma or the next person that's running the government at that time. So I genuinely feel like political interference it
does. The thing is boma lije linakatha kukwanisa kumapanga dzinthu koma nkhani zake ndi zimene zozo zonena kuti ma interest athu kwambiri amakhala kuti tifuna tipange advance ma interest osati aboma kapena adziko but institution ina
institution and institutions zake kunoka mambira pa ma levels angati. The first one panopa yalwa ndi tikitimayiona kunja ndi chipani
yeah.
Koma I will tell you kuti ma interest amene anthu amapanga advance amayambira pa family
yeah.
So family anthu amapanga zayo family kuti ije bwino akata family amapanga tribal. I'm telling you timangoona kumaona ngati kuti tose amawi tilimosi koma zikafika zina zake I'm telling you sangakupase koma chinthu imeneyo ngati you don't belong to a particular tribe.
Okay.
This is my ethnic tribe somewhere where you talking of Yao,
Olomwe, Chewa,
right? Kena kukulilea sono imene mati cross cutting like politics. Now politics is cross cutting because kupezeka anthu au
yeah.
mupanga line pa agenda imozi ndife awa tikusogolera tikhala whatever, and then you keep on winning and you keep on spending money. Now zimene zimabwesa mavuto akulu, and political interference ndimene imaononga kwambiri Africa, because kena kalikonse kunoko tindi kaule mukabozaboza kamene anthu timasiya, munthu amasiya ntchito yake ya professional ndukagwada pansi pa politician chifanda amene amampangira new contract ola amene amampanga appoint yake. So zimakaza ovuta. But I want to defend my point on accountability. Accountability is when ukakhala kuti wapalamula ukumane ndi vuto, ukumane ndi repercussion. But in Malawi you don't get to face the consequences of kupanga zinzola kuika, specifically when it comes to kuti umazipanga wakugwira ntchito. So we're not talking about kuba, because people will refer kuti nanga wanji ma guys aja akashiketi anamangidwa njani. Wewe anamangidwa kumasa ina sana tower. And that tower through very in a movie like scene, right? We all know what happened. By the
system as well.
We all know what happened in Blantyre, right? It's a movie that can be explained. But now, if you go quantum many, let's say kuti gross negligence, magwira ntchito kumuna kuchedwesa kupanga saina chinthu chinchakanika, zizasokonekera, zizaonongeka, kuchedwesa kupanga decision, kenako contractor ukupisa no kodi, you're paid billions. And all those kind of things that have costed the government. Magaizo seaja, as far as gwira ntchito, azikwera
ranking ndikumapita mwamba.
Makwera mwamba. Mpaka nazakhala kuti uyo wapezeka director mutochi. Uyo wapezeka PS mutochi. Uyo wapezeka mpaka namuna mpanga point ngati minister. Mwana nkanija? So palibe accountability mene imapita nduka mugwira kuti walakwa. Mfoto walakwa, you are fired. Who has been fired from government?
But we are paying billions for negligence yantu. Ogwira ntchito musisi.
Ndatona kuti ngongole imetu mabweza pa mwezi pa ndibwanji pa timabweza ngongole. Ngongole ziza drama zibeti mazonongazi tumabweza. Amene utipanga cost tizibwe
ali ku retirement
alipopo.
Akufuna so mwina alowe Mbumba.
Alipopo. Patamba apanga negotiate
kuti abwerese
alowe Mbumba. Ndi political candidate so mwina so hachipani
but we are paying for their mistakes.
And no one, like the system doesn't take this guy or this woman to court or whatever.
Okay.
If they take him to court, they can pay some kupa some billion.
So it's something that we are excited about. And all that, but there's a lot that is involved. It's not a simple, straightforward thing.
So maybe March is even too far-fetched. But it can be a point of campaign.
But it's not depending on one factor, Mbumba. But it's in Zambia that is involved. So we might be excited today, but I'm telling you, 10 doesn't go on pano bazika machitika abwera mafuta tithira aso mwakuti. But I'm telling you, it's not that easy. Pali ma factors angapo ambiri amene azajita involve this kind of thing kuti tsafika kuti mpaka chapagabati your license to something.
So kwa anthu amene mona emergency meeting ndikumatenga my ideas ndikumakaoneka madolo kwina kwake. Just quote,
acknowledge
my ideas awawa akuchokera
pena bake
kunoko
pamene paliva emergency.
Because sizabwino zomakaoneka dolo kwina kwake. Plagiarism.
Asiyena anthu aoneke
makumatula.
Amango matula guys, I'm telling you, ngani meti makambira makazo kuti magays akamba kampirana amatenga nthawi itali akungozungula zungula. But here we go straight. Political interference taikamba taipanga breakdown. Nkhani za ujeni accountability taikamba muno mwene makhalira. Ma entry points aujeni kusankhwe maenda bwanji from family up to my structures and whatever. These are the things that are foundational. And people sometimes overlook, but of course akalemba wino wake status chake.
Mene anthu ena analembera vizungu. Mene anthu ena analembera vizungu za ripoti. Riya, wankani takaruwika mbari kuti mamasulira nchije. It is what it is. So to conclude this, we're saying it's most likely that this is going to take much more time than expected. And it's also likely that it's also very likely that this might not happen.
Chances of it to take us zilipo, chances of it not to take us so zilipo. We just have to be ready for ndifantoli timakhumudwa so sikuti zati banga affect mwina mwake ayi. Okay, as I'm telling you kuti sikoyamba kuita kumene kukakamba nkhani ngati imene you get it in. So tazolowera come next year, come March, nothing will happen. Mwina so much yemwe mafuta azasowaso when maybe it's a time that we were told kuti by that time tizakhala zinthu takonza now kaya mwina palibe ma middlemen and all that, but we know kuti there are people like in the same system that are gonna even frustrate the move from happening because akayiona mwina ikuachosaso mwina mwake. So the system will fight its own and then
Yeah. Speaking of being frustrated, some weeks ago we saw a certain political presidential aspirant frustrated with her party because they didn't vote for her.
Nkhani imene sinaikambe kodi? Koma tinangosira navoti tipita ku convention.
Tikumapita ku convention ya
UTM.
Yes, just to catch you up. Just to catch you up, somebody else is going to be running as president for the political party at UTM. And what's his name again? I want to say. Oh, yes, Dr. Dalitso Kabambe. Yes.
So I think someone who has never been there.
He wasn't even a political aspirant this whole time. Somehow he's
before 10th June. He was nowhere close.
He was nowhere close to the party. He was nowhere close to the late
close to anything.
But he somehow just threw himself in there.
Niggas
you know
not
what?
even be close to the guy. I'm get a vision. No,
I'm not gonna lie. I need to give my kudos to Dr. Dalitso Kabambe because he's a very smart individual.
Okay.
You have to put props where they are meant to be. Look, he saw a loophole. He was like, yeah.
That's
so,
my chance.
Not that he was happy that SKC, his soul rest in peace, he's gone. But he was like, this is my opportunity.
Yeah, this is my time.
This is my time to shine.
Yeah.
And so he did. He made sure my memory, I'm a so now people are seeing him a lot, you know. People are seeing him. They're becoming friends with him. But he wants you to tell him. I'm a funny way of Moses. Big. After all, he has the financial muscle.
You get it.
So okay, fine and good. Under Vera Antu. Now. And luckily he won.
Yeah.
Congratulations. But it also came to other people's misfortunes. Because there were other runners.
Okay, yeah.
Other people have accepted and had accepted their fate.
We're not sure about that.
Hey man, as long as it's not in the public, as long as it's not in the public, or as long as it's not been leaked, because what happened was a leaked conversation.
Okay.
We don't know.
Yeah.
So Patricia Kaliati, Madam,
Doctor.
Oh yes, doctor. Sorry.
Doctor. Patricia Kaliati.
Yes. She was not happy.
Okay.
Yeah, from the leaked conversation we heard, she was not impressed with UTM party members. Come on, Madam Secretary.
What happened? The first thing is, muntu azokura Malawi panopa anatopa ndale.
Yeah.
Amafuna ngoja.
Yeah.
Ndengati uyu nkulu Kabambe anabwa ndi thumba lina lake. Obviously people were going for him.
But the tumba was there.
Mbiri ya tumba yomveka di tumba nalipo nditumira na banga. So my guys achina Kaliati fight anali closer to the guy. Amwana ngati kuti
ndi free ticket
through loyalty.
Free get pass.
Kuma my guys amene mamukonda SKC mamukonda ngati munthu.
Yeah.
Samakonda anthu amene around.
Samakonda sochipani.
Samakonda sochipani makonda munthu uyo. So nthawi zina zake sungango panga assume kuti zindiyendera based on kumvana kwathu ndi nkulu ino.
Munthu yopalibe kuti akuvotere. Kuti aula kupange endorse.
Osapange voucher to say go for this person. So because of that reason zinto sizinaende. Koma the surprising thing for me is these guys ataona kuti nkulu nayo wabwera. They could have done a strategy. And I'll give you my thoughts.
Yeah.
One, akubera kabambe uyo
tamuona
ali ndi leverage ya cash anakamenya mamolo ena ake okuti ukalowa ukhauti wakhala chaka muchipanicho anakamupha komuna sili kuziwa muna ndamana panga
osati anthu ndajeraso
muna so ndamana panga finance so muna so convention but anyway let's go
I say chances are there you can't get those votes. I mean I said chances are there nigga funded everything like mwina campaign ya anthu ena waso mwina ndrama zake zinali zake.
I think they also had their money.
They had their money, of course.
Na Kampala and cash.
The ena mwina anali ndi ndalama. Koma mwina ena munivese set because endorsement ya ma president we knew kuti kumbali ya maudindo ena anthu ena mwatha kuona kuti awa afuna udindo wakuti koma ali kumbuyo kwa awa. Okay, anzathu ajati mazuwa zote anzathu akuyima ngati udindo uwu komano ali kumbuyo kwa awa ali akufuna kuti adzakhale pansi pa masomphenya awawa. You get it? But it means kuti ngati ndikuyimira president ine you're going for mwina kaya director of chanchani but umaona kuti ineyo pansi titakhala kuti ndawina awa ndasogoliranga. It means kuti tili timu imodzi. So it means kuti ndikamapanga campaign ineyo ndikumazoa kuti anyamatanga ndi awa ndoti ndikuwapa saso ndapita
I think because of the reason many it's true my guys ambita mina makonda kuimira za campaign za kumala makawata bikash ndamakhala kuti akudikira nsogola mana ali kumamba and you know this is a root cause of kuba komaso mismanagement ya anthu because muntu mukampasa mphamvu manager kuti akupanga ni fund mungazamususa
you don't question them
kuti uncle mala kwisa uncle kuti mpezeke hapa even
give you money to campaign munali ndi chani
akufusa munali nomination fee
si munatenga kwa ini
inali 4 million munatenga kwa ini. So I feel like there was something that was wrong. So first point anakamupanga blog on guys acha kuti blog kuti vankomana zo kuti that guy ali popularity DK I think DK chanika 2025 yeah DK25 he has a good brand he was banga market
nkhani yaikulu ni ndalama
he's of course he's not good at public speaking from where I'm coming from nomona ngati
koma nkhani yaikulu ndi ndalama.
Yes and I like it I like point mene Mbumba voice yake is not presidential he has to apeze coach vocal coach
yes
amujudule voice yake cha ambe kuyankhula ndi
ngati president
ngati sogolera. So anyway mbali yangene yoda mbloge guy the second thing was my guys acha akayowerenga chief mfana wewe atenga titani nana kazi vanga line iwe remira va vice
wagulatuli
iwe remira pa secretary
nkhalakale
iwe remira ku finances
exactly kuti atakhala kuti chama ni wafikabe wawinabe
kusogoloko
koma ndikha kuti timu
ifeyo ndamene because president amakhala kuti ndi chineki chita
ndimene chimakhala utsogolo
koma iwo ka kuti uneki kulibeko
palibe so the whole party lost the whole foundation party. The people that have been there pano patunena pano the decisions that have been made about the party going forward komano kulibeko anthu ambiri amene they know the foundation of the values the core values of the party like from the beginning so zimene akunena zimene anapanga like for example kwa MCP so kunali anthu amene anangobwera kuti akuzafuna maudindo kuyesa kumene anayesesa kuja harvested something unimvesa chabwino in the end at 11th hour final anthu aje were allowed to compete kumano amakhala kuti pachokabeka interest kena
analibe impact
palibeka you get it chifukwa kuti mwazuza mwapanga tosi kunkhani zimapita ku court and like chanchani zonsezi it contributes to something. I'm telling you achina Mumba jaga nangokhala zoti ku MCP uja nangovomerezedwa from the word go tunena vanhu bwezi Mumba ali vice president wa chipani cha Congress party anyway said but all the tussles that were happening pakati pacha
zima kuongea vibe and antena kama auza kuti sasa take bit
you get it so I'm telling you mwina ma delegates ku convention ngati ya MCP mwina announced kuti Mumba ato palibepo pamenepo angoyika izozo koma it can't count and they know kuti nkhani yakale kumapita ku court you get it so it means I'm telling you it contributed to his to him losing.
Downfall,
Yeah. So it's true. They could have blocked him. Ndikumenya ma strategy na ake ndikubloka ndikapezeka soti pamapete pake watani. I say voice note amena anapanga ma audios amena anapanga leak acha. Zimene zimakamera pamene paja, it's a true reaction. Whatever said,
it was inevitable.
Ziyazoma nakuti munaona mene ma constitution aja anasintidwa and nigga had his own people that were working on the ground.
Not even
you get it, eh? People that are working on the ground trying to make sure kuti zinthu zikhale malo ziyende zitiyendere. You get it, eh? But so says kusinta malamulo and all that. Money can do that. Everybody has got a price. Money can do that. You get it, eh? So sana yonene patali ngini jana yonene patali. Now tukamba sachipani yonena kuti situkamba unena kuti mwina anthu asangawina and all that. Kuma what we are trying to say is chipani chachikupita hapo. I'm telling you, you can't talk about DPP yopanda ajina mwanamveka. You can't talk about DPP yopanda ajina ndani hawa. Ajina
Saka.
Ajina Saka. You get it, eh? Those are niggas that have been there from day one.
They're deeply rooted.
Those are DPP guys. You get it, eh? So pamafunika amwene pamafunika ndi strategy ina mina unena kuti kugwiriza ndakula tose tendi safune mpando. The people that itakhala kind nkulu itikaonesesa kuti tili naye ibe kumeneko. I'm telling you, if he make a certain decision palibe amene azamsusi mawa. If mawa he decide kuti akulu 10 with DPP, they will go with DPP.
Jayose na kuti atamana kuti ya tipangiza kuti nkhope yachi masizacho isachoke pa makaka. Taujosa.
He can decide.
The whole neck in anthu ake. Anapa sandrama kuta campaign. You get it? So he has all the powers now. Zulo tauna galimoto ya UTM itanyamula anthu a DPP. Kumapita kunsonkhano. I saw that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, ngoti magaiza ajatona kuti chimachitika ndi chani. Anaenda panga coordinate nkuna kuti ntumbuka inu makuza ndi dolocha fine. Inu kodi mbali yanu ine matarget. Inu strategy chani technology okay perfect. Ndipange nudindo.
Wakuza ndi zimene.
Kana hapa. Mike Liat mwatopa nzo yankula ndi anthu chanchane kumafuna mkhani influence. Tuwike ni pati.
Vice President.
Anakapasana.
Anakapanga
the DPP way because this is how DPP.
Yeah, that's how DPP works.
DPP will broke you this very same moment. I'm interested in that position. I'm muku chabuno kuno kuli democracy kuma pamene po ino ayi. Ndetho apanga njira ndithu yone sesa kuti pamene baje musakatani musakafike pakhale munthu amene iwo wakuona ngati kuti uyu akakhala apa chipane chisichisafa.
So fast forward, she's been given a position.
I think it's an respond.
Yeah,
from what I know.
Mantaza mbili mabosi ngana manager amakhala kuyankhula ka. People have been saying kuti chipani chilibe identity panopa because panopa amata kapita kuyankhula pa nsonkhano DK. So impact yake makhayo je pabanje because anthu amene ali ndi foundation ndi amayankhula because UTM ulingati EFF yaku South Africa.
It's like a movement.
Yeah, the movement. Ndema yankula mavuto. Tukumani mavuto ako, tukumani mavuto ako. Kabembe ndo andalama ino. Mavuto msana kalipo. So no. This is a context.
Exactly. Yeah. You have to experience
them. You have to say them. So actually maja, they have right reason. Lada ina kwenye dolo yutu uyo. Murada mumwana apa. So akama yankula za mavuto. Mafana mkupanga chani. Amakara kuziziwa. Wacha bale oja. Ni muntu wakutali kutali kwa mpenji pulumusi. So with that you need guys ngati ndani, you need guys ngati Kariati who should speak to my masses apa. Ukuti anthu amene amati akamumva Kariati chakunena kuti ndipo boma ili laba chakula na kumayankhula zinthu zokuti zibe umpo ndi
muno. Mwina ndisaboza.
Mene mayankhulira. Aliyense akukhulupirira kuti awadi amene nazo. Get it?
I believe, but I wish the guy all the best. Like he's a technocrat ojoka ku Reserve Bank. All he has to do is angopeza mfano ta ambe kunchudwa.
Amchune bwino.
Aziyankhula bobo. Akandi charisma because
charisma adipase vibe your president.
But boda kama yakula because ideti kama yona UTM we even makaka you know kuti magaiza chandi EFF. Ndo unamona malema kama yankhula. Amakhala panga build up.
Kumakwera. Mapunches amwena ungugawa mapunches.
Machibalo jamana kankulangula maza.
But I think also it's for him, I think it would be crazy for us to think Kuri he's gonna say things from a point of experience, like you said, instigator. He's had money. His problems are not our problems. You get. But I think like you said, he really needs to learn the lingo, because even SKC is not like SKC was coming from poverty like some of us. But he knew.
Okay.
He knew how to ascertain himself when he's saying something, and people would know, I think Montuyu Agudani. He understands our struggle. So, with all that being the case, all the best to UTM.
Yeah. We wish them the best.
Yeah, lingo yokayo tienti kwa
wish them the best.
PG so what's going on here?
Kumano, we're not here to hate the UTM.
No.
We wish them well.
We wish them well. Kumangori president amugire gire.
Chune.
Magazi ali mujena amugire gire. Kuma magazi ambili amina luwa mu neke panova. Magazi kuti maina onda nyuwane kwambiri.
Exactly.
So they need
they are starting selling themselves.
Yeah. Because magazi ndokuti akazuka, I don't think someone will be more.
Aye.
So I know as Judy because kufika at a career level.
I mean,
it's not a joke.
UTM yapakati imati kudzusa to 5 kudala nkula mwene zonsezwa mwene zianthu. You know, zona kuti they've been in the game.
Yeah.
You get it? Ziyezoti zimati zikangodzuka mwene. Ndikuyamba kutokota mwene. Ata.
Yeah, so
anyway, we'll see.
Yeah, okay.
That's what we can say.
All the best. All the best. Yeah, nthawi ya mvula ndi imene tikukamba kuti yayambayi. Kwachitika cyclone as of yesterday. So when you'll be watching this, it's gonna be what, after 3 days, 4 days? Yeah. Cyclone chani
Chido.
Unampasa zina wewe. Unampasa zina cyclone. Unaria Don Chido. Yeah, kwachitika na Cyclone Chido, Don Chido. And you posted something on your Facebook. I found that very interesting, very intriguing to say, okay, we've been talking about Chido for a while. 2 weeks, a week. But like, what did we do to prepare ourselves for this? Fatima cyclone. So what did we do this time around? So interestingly, after your post, there was another post. You get. Somebody came and spoke. This lady, but in the ministry. She's in the ministry.
Okay.
Disaster, what. So she said, okay, I think this was like 2 days ago, if not 3 days ago. She said, Kudi, now that we are about to experience Chido, we are advising all residents that are prone to disaster, musamuke. Now my question was, now my question was, agagona kuti mukuti achokera 1 2 mwapatsa kokhala mwina anawapatsa ife siringate uziwa 3 what measures, like you had said, were put in place to make sure the after effect of Chido is occurring at Menina afraid.
Last time.
But we have seen the devastating after effects. So what do we do now moving forward? We've seen Dodma has already started, it was already preparing and it did all these things, but that's Dodma. But like, what are we doing?
We need a plan, like a proper plan. A proper plan. Yonena would iditandiza. Get it? Because now we are talking about response. Our level of preparedness. I don't know if Jesus would manage it. Preparedness. Right? Could the call it serious? How we respond to such things. Okay? So response begins from getting ready. Knowing what is Jazidani, Zibera. So I say we've been talking about this. The aftermath. What do we do? Okay? So we need like a proper plan. A strategic plan indeed to the government in general.
My brother, the strategic plan is there.
Yeah, it is. I was about to say the same.
What we need in this country when it comes to preparedness is to make sure kuti systems should be able to work.
Yeah.
So my system samagwira ntchito kulibe cyclone iyo ndi cyclone ikabwera amazangoyikidwa pa mbalambanda kuli samagwira. So if you go back to COVID times my system wathu samagwira timango even my etiquette my behaviors anthu ethical issues anthu manesi makhala mangojambula anthu ochuka mwakuti like tini system oti samagwira ndi kale. So if you go ndikuona magays aja ndikuwapanga expect kuti they will rise to the occasion ifoti kubwera emergency situation ndikuwalakwira. Ndikuwalakwira komanso you're expecting too much from them. They are not as what you think they are. They are people just doing a day job. And I think there was a discussion somewhere today kuti nthawi zambiri timagwira ntchito koma pa ntchito zambiri zimene timagwira specific zimene timathandiza anthu zimafuna zipangidwa adi ndi passion. And I don't know ngati anthu amayang'ana pa recruitment pache kuti aone level of passion.
Exactly.
Kuti munthu yuda ena kugwira ntchito ngati
kuti motivation yake sikhala ndalama.
Yes, ndalama is okay. Ina mpangi sustain koma kandi passion. Which becomes like another extra layer. Mina ina kuyang'ana pa recruitment process. No, these things are serious. So when you look at nthawi zozabwera tambavutika, the question you ask is, okay, fine. Who is supposed to do this? And they would work with panga coordinate. It's not like those things are not happening. They're happening. But what is not happening is these people are bad at comms.
Yeah, maybe.
Are bad at comms. I'm telling you, if there's a problem in Malawi, it's a communication problem. Fortunately, communication, yambiri. Unaona po document imene makonda kubera ma organization pa letterhead. Pasa pa chamanoja. All communications goes through the chief executive. So no one talks about anything. They wait for one person who's already loaded with the emails, whatever, approval, to communicate. But my comms office also amangolemba recommendation to But there has to be a way when there has to be proper coordination. Even communication can come thoroughly on what is actually happening, and communication ikali abwino so tunakungozuka ndongamba kuyankhula. Now when it comes to preparedness kuti pali resources pali magali moto people have to know exactly. But there's a reason people don't talk about the things. One, because tikamba ulongosa kwambiri anthu akadziwa zoti tibe kanthu atifusa kuti misa ndinakupasa ndalama last year mugule magali moto
pajani mulibe kanthu
pali mulibe kanthu
mwina ndalama za machani ma air ambulance mwina zinaperekedwa
zipo kali sitokati mwana ntanaja
ena akanati pasa at least tima ambulance tokhata mwamba atitoluka mukhale nato kuti zikazachitika muzakwaniso panga reach out
muzapenge pikanthu.
We are still
so my systems akumalawi kuno they don't work. But tikatavutika timakhabe nchikhulupiriro. That's why I know it's next on the agenda. Pamene ngozi ya ndege ya vice president machitika anthu amambo khanji khulupiriro ndipo mukhulupirira chani chini chingachitike chosiyana ndi chimene tinacho kale. It's not like I'm a frustrated person. I'm just saying facts. Kuti wakhala kuti wachita ngozi lesi wavulala pa mpira wa ku Malawi. The best thing that people would do to you ndikuthira mazi. So kai wachoka mwendo anthu akuthira mazi.
Amathamanga ndikakula box kuti
muli mazi ndi panado. Ndi amakuthira mazi aja ndikumwesa panado osungunula kuti at least ati uzi peni komati peni imidi pepo ndifunika chani ndikulo wina wake kuti angukubaya
kaya fast act chanchane
alibe even ndikufaila kati alibe. So umakhala kuti once you are nasiyosera mpira kumala kuti ndavula nthawi like chala kapindi mazi basi tikutani kodi munthu ndifa atu ine pano
anthu ambiri amene apangali retire kumalawi kunoko as players ndi mainjari kunja kuja bweza kusewerabe ena anthu ambiri amene anavulala kunja kuja kuti akusewerabe pano pa kumalawi kuno ndi kuti bweza tapanga retire basi bweza tayamba kusaukaso.
So let me come back to this because I want to leave. The systems we have in Malawi are crippled. Are crippled pambali za mpilipili. One of the reasons ndikamba ndi allow for accountability for the antamakhala kuti amagranch for tangogwira atajomba without someone asking any question. Akazabwera azangu apanga woni or azangu asiya
azangu acho so kwabisa department kuina.
Because of that antamapanga manegligence makayukula. So because of that they don't even feel obliged to serve. And because they don't feel obliged to serve, everything is left to creation. mulungu ndametani athandize ndifa yake mavuto akamba kubwera acha timazamba panga react after a week apata 5 titatumiza zithunzi kena kuti ambafusa mafuso kena kumaza chitika national machani declaring disaster kena kuti ande drama kena kuthamba it is my frustration but it's still my hope kuti at some point the government will change ndikuzakhanwa systems ogwira amene anthu tizanena kuti ndinachita ngozi apa sipanabwere momu justice foyo kuti magayizi anabwera mwachangu nditayimbira kuti ndachita ngozi sana ndifunsa kuti nitumize payato mane ya mafuta
anali ndi mafuta
operation andithandizire nditapita ku chipatala sanangondisiya nkumwalira pachani pa waiting area emergency yawo imagwira ntchito and ku emergency ko sikunali mazi wokha
kuli equipment ndi mankhwala zogwira ntchito
tikasafika pa level imene yoyo that's when we say kuti zinzikuyenda and sitikukamba zoti nakuti infrastructure tikukamba zokuti service
tikukamba zoti utakuimba phone panopa emergency ndifuna ambulance ibwera as simple as that airtime ndi mafuta ukoko
kusati ayi mafuta atithera ndedikirani kaya
so ine kukhumudwa kwanga koma muchiyembekezo changa ndi pemphero langa Malawi
usamira pa mulungu kuti akuthandize.
Oh my goodness.
Koma yati zisasayenda.
Unfortunately, Chido is here. I was expecting kuti muna by now tika kuti tindi mambula sokwanira. Tindi olo mwina ndege zongopulumusa anthu okha. Mwina olo 5 tagola.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, from what we have experienced the past 3 years, Cyclone Freddy and the kusoa kwa ndege kuti we can't even chopa singaka uluke pamapa paja unike. By now, those were some emergency procurements that as a nation we were supposed to do. Also akambira naso ndi muntu. A president ngopita parliament ujandukani na kuti ndaganiza kuti tigule ndege.
Bas.
Ndipo tapanga allocate ndrama zakuti kuti ku Ministry of Finance atuluse ndrama zimenezo zipite ku Dodima igule ndege zimenezo. Ndipo we are buying machoppers kandichani tugula ndege zimenezi ja 5. Zimenezi zithandiza anthu pakachitika zakuti. That was what I was expecting. But I'm telling you, next week Chido yakangowirikiza timva kuti ndege anzathu akuzambia atithandiza ndi ndege, anzathu aku Mozambique atithandiza ndi ndege. Bruh, these were the things that we could have prioritized, knowing kuti zinthu izi zimagwa chaka ndi chaka zimabwera. You get it? So we'll be frustrated next week tikhala ndi ndege zaku Zambia. Kuti zuzapulumusa anthu. Next week tikhala ndi ndege timva kuti president Nzimayi wa ku Tanzania akutithandiza ndi ndege. Yoti pulumuse wanthu.
But
as if kuti ndekuti sitinaphunzire palibe chimene taphunzira.
Yeah.
So same thing will happen. We'll act in the same way.
Maybe is it because in Malawi it's just like one problem hits after the other. We end up forgetting the initial problem from the beginning.
No, but you have to learn from every problem. Yeah. This problem happens, you have to learn. You have to pick up. You should sit down and say, what can we improve? Vuto lina lisa nabwere konzani zizi. Because my solution ndi my solution otakhoza panga tako mavuto angapo. You get it? We tigula chani tigula ka ucheni ka ambulance ka mwamba ko uluka. It means unena kuti olo padeza patakha kuti pachitika ngozi ina yake chindeke chifulo. It's not about floods. It's not just about floods.
There's so many
things that can happen. You see, you be ngozi chitika anthu atakuimba phone kwa chitika ngozi kuno 20 minutes ndege ikozo kafika kudeza. Mwina 10 minutes ikozo kafika kudeza. Pamene ambulance it will take like an hour or two kuti ipite kumene chikapange rescue anthu. You get it? Yeah. So there are solutions that can cater for so many problems, but we are not able to sit down properly and strategize properly and see what can be the response from this. It was a simple thing. Tigule ndege. Full stop. Tigule ambulance. Full stop. Ndalama zo chepa kwambiri. Zimene zikuonongeka in other channels that could have used it
for that.
Kubwelesa ma solutions.
That's true.
Us being Malawians?
Yeah, we're stupid people. like you like to call them. Yeah, man. I feel like we like Instigator said earlier on. We depend on so passion ninja. Passion ninja and the because you can talk about ambulance the way you are speaking with so much zeal. Someone there is like ambulance here, Johnny. Get out. So in Malawi, we've got a big problem. We always say this every time. Because time is also on our side. I really wish we could have delved deeper into this. But there's another very disheartening issue that happened last week. Do you want to talk about it? Do you want to start it?
No, talk about it.
Okay, so
give us a start.
Last week on Facebook, we are just going through our Facebook posts like every other day. Came across a story on these media outlets talking about a woman who was arrested for abusing mwana omupeza.
Yeah.
So there were pictures of her and her husband who just recently got married, and the abuse started soon after they got married.
Yeah.
Wamangidwa nzimai uja kale ni tavaso kuti abamboso atani amangidwaso, which I feel like was making sense at that point. But now the update is that awaganira kuwapatsa belo analowa kukoti and akana kuwapatsa belo. So they will still be on remand.
Yeah.
They'll still be on remand. Before my friend over here jumps in, I genuinely feel like initially, before now, we have not been serious about these issues when it comes to like abusing children.
Yeah.
I think in Malawi, tinachikazikisa kuti mwana kumpanga discipline amafunika kuti achaidwe. The Bible says, yes, give a child a worry. It's okay.
Yeah.
You can discipline your child. That's what I'm trying to say. But I genuinely think because the pictures we saw, which were not right, zitu za mwana uja sisi mafunika ziposted wejo nchicha, mkobe ya mwana si mafunika yonege, koma zirigare joncho, so there's nothing we can do. But you can see from the zipsheras mina inazo mwanayo, this child is not a happy child. I can even think to myself, I can't even begin to fathom mwana yagao na stepmother ake amagani za jani. You know?
Yeah.
But we take these things lightly because timangona kwa neba uri mwana wangu chaidwa. And you're like, hey, mwana ndo wa chaidwa huyu. Banji akuti warenga ndio mporo. You know, certain things like that. What can we do as a people moving on when it comes to issues of child support? Because child abuse. Because I feel like the law on its own, it has done its best, but now it's like ifeo munga and Malawi. How do we take issues of child abuse? Is there like a certain gravity at which you're like, okay, mina level here wenjeza, ndeti kabange report? Because I'm from Mamona, mwana uja mazuzika, my neighbors, whatever.
Mabala mena ja
Sazuru. Akala kumuona, but mwana uja mabeza kuti akuzuzika. But someone was like, hey, I think this is too much.
Yeah.
But to what extent do we say this is too much? Okay?
Yeah. You know what? This is not the first case. Unfortunately, it's not gonna be the last case.
Of course, yes.
It's just one of thousands cases. You get it?
Yeah.
It's just one of thousands cases that are not out there. Okay? So, ndizinto zoti zikuchitika kwa anthu ngati a level manager, zikuchitika kumipanda, zikuchitika kumamidzi. It's happening at every level of life. Nkhaza kwa ana. Ana owapeza. Ena somewhere ana awo biological. You get it? It's something that is happening. At this point, Mbumba, what I can say is it's a problem that we have as Malawians. Ngati anthu ifeyo ku Malawi. Ndi vuto limene tili nalo. There are organizations out there. Ajina Save the Children in Dandan in their way says, ana makuti kulima mpaka kumakhala ma child policy machani ma organizations. I'm telling you, people are signing all those ma child chanchani. They go home, awakapangira nkhadzana. You get it, eh? So my point is, this is something that has been there. Zakhala zikuchitika, anthu ambiri panopa. We need to heal as a nation. That's what we can say. Because I'm telling you, a 3/4 of this country, ambiri takula in that environment. You get it, eh? They're going through that. And how many wawa akadzakula, they're gonna do maybe the same to other people. So I feel like maybe we need to heal.
Yeah.
As humans, as people, as Malawians, we need to heal from zinungazo many tadusamo. So it's just sad to see. In a manager, I didn't want to hear more.
Yeah. Like when you saw the story, it's like I don't know.
You get it? Eh?
I don't want.
I'll tell you, kuti palibe ponkhani imene yale mbedo yokuza zonse imene ndaiwerenga nkuimaliza. You get it? Eh? Because the bottom of the story is kuti nkhaza yatani yachitika. I don't need to hear the details kuti ndi amamutani. You get it? Eh? Because just by seeing her, you will see kuti nkhaza apa paru ili yachitika. Because if kamwana akaka kungoona ukhawiri mizi ndoti amamana dzakudya.
Kufarika wole kama
kakuone kuti ndikuonda. You know? Amaina akhali ndi thupi labwino. But akuone kuti ndimona kuti amamana ndo dzakudya and all that. And it's something that is happening out there. Anthu ena takula muzimenezo. Ena zikuchitika. So you see kunena kuti it's a family setup. Amayi ampedza mwana. I mean, if you're not comfortable about getting married to someone amene ali ndi mwana, why getting married in the first place? Why accepting them in the first place? Because it means kuti awawa amayiwa anavomera abambowa. Osati anavomera abambo amene akubwerera ndi mwana. And the abambo also getting into the marriage amapita chifukwa choti basa angokondana ndi mayiwa. He was giving a blind eye to whatever that was happening to the kid. Because you have to see kuti mwana wako akuonda koma chakudya ukugula. You have to see that. And you have to ask kudiwe chifukwa chani ukungonyenchera chonchi ngati pamudzi pano anthu simukumadya. You have to ask all those questions. But then where you're not asking, it means kuti naweso you've got a problem.
Yeah.
Wapimbika maso ifa cha chinthu china chake.
That's true.
You get it? Eh?
So abuse was pretty much happening on both ends. Bambo ndi mai. So that's why the man also had to get arrested.
Exactly.
Mwana wangu sangama onege jo nchija for such a long time. And you're just like, basi mwana yo ama nakuita. No. Then something is definitely wrong with
That's why ali mwana. Because sometimes you be like, mwana indwa mwano. And you don't even know what's the root cause ya mwano. Kuti kodi mwano kuti ubwere chachitika ndi chani. You get it? Yeah. It cannot just be natural kuti mwana indwa mwano. You have to understand kuti kodi mwano unabwera bwanji. Mwano wake amapanga otani. You get it? So mabanja mumanyumba umu ana kuchitidwa nkhaza zosanena. Amayi mwina kuchitidwa nkhaza ana wapeza abambo kuchitidwa. I'm telling you, there are people out there as bambo amene akumagona ndi ana wapeza. Because that's nkhazaso.
Yes, of course.
Because nkhani yake makana ukakana ndoti sindidzilipira fees. You know, and amayi mwina when the child tries to confide in the mother, amayi amadzinena uko ndena ngati kathamangisawo azitisamana nda. So amayi nawo ajoina nawo bandi yopanga nkhaza mwanayi chifukwa choti they are not taking action. Akulola kuti abambo atha kumagona ndi mwana wawo oti anabala iwoko. Chifukwa choti nakuti once mwina akapanga report ku police, this man is gonna be arrested and ndi amene mwina amathandiza. You get it? So these things are happening. Azibambo agona ndi ana wapeza, adzimayi akumenya ana wapeza, stuff like that. You get it? But this is happening chifukwa choti mbali na menda nena kuti anthu takula miyo imene yoyo and we think that's okay.
Yeah, but it's really not.
You get it? We think that's okay, but that's not okay.
And you see, the thing is, I think Antambiri we think, okay, ndimwana, but the more you abuse a child, the more it's implanted. If I'm even talking about like people that are as old as us, you can tell what
anavutika
ali mwana.
Anavutika. You tell.
It grows in you. And that's why Antambiri timakonda nene ana masiku ano. No.
Ena ndi amachita uneno ti asendetu ndi navutika. palibe amene anga nobody will get it easy.
You see? So it's like, but it's like, why though? Why? Kuvutika kwako, it was abnormal. It was not supposed to be like that. You were not supposed to be treated like that as a child.
Exactly.
You need help. You need to talk to someone.
You have to heal.
And you need to let
that
go.
was wrong.
Yeah.
That what happened was wrong. It was not supposed to be like that. And you need to be helped and heal and know it's not okay treating other people like that.
That's true. And
you get it, eh?
It's very unfortunate.
You know? So I think for me, I would say, I don't know, maybe this will sound personal. Because
I don't know what you're about to say. Go ahead.
No, I would say, I think let's it is honest. It is color open when we are having these kind of conversations whereby there's children involved. Okay, people have to be open, and they have to show interest.
Yeah.
You know, because we are talking about if amai awaka na color open and unena kuti hey komatu inendeza mwana ompeza
sindikupanga nawo mwana akanaka kwa mai yake
awawa akanapanga chiganizo choti nakuti abambo okay ine kuba ndikufunani mwina ya mwana itente ngoipanga sort out mwana yazikakhala kwa amai yake ndizinthandizira komweko
basi
you get it, eh?
Komanso anthu otero also ndi
uzinthandiza drama zichokaso kuno. So naso mwina the reason why the man had to bring the child was kuti mwina awawa amakwiya akaona kuti ndatumiza ndalama kapena ndupita ndikamuona mwana. You get it, eh? Amakwiya. So the best thing that I can do is bringing the child close. But then I bring the child close, he's facing all this. And also being the man, being the husband, ndikuona kuti mwana wanga isakula bwino. I'm not saying anything. Why?
That's messed up.
Chikondi, I'm blinded by love. Which love? Because if you can't love the child, you cannot tell me that you love me.
Yeah, that's messed up.
You get it, eh? If you're doing that to that child, that child of mine, it means I'll have to question your love on me.
That's true.
You get it, eh? So when you are agreeing on like getting married and then there's a child or children involved, make sure you guys talk. Kuti wherefore ariano ikhala yotani pankani ya mwana iyi. So, but what has happened, it's messed up. And then it's something that is happening in our society. Zikuchitika zambiri mipanda umu mu 47 ku 12 ku 10 kwa ngona ku chilinde zikuchitika sizusankha malo. There's child abuse everywhere. Mwina zinazo sizinatuluke chabe. You know, but it's messed up. I mean, it's I don't know. Yeah, but that's it.
I wish people of that type would get castrated and they would be, but I cannot change the law. Maybe when I become president one day, then I'll be like, and hope angas me is worse. Mugalo wati kupangani. But other than that, please, if you're abusing kids, you need to stop that nonsense. This year is mezo tika kupeza inumuza khala example. Tizakupanga nini mukha example. Nde Jondi.
Mande baso mukamaona
kumabanga report.
Exactly. Kumabanga report.
Zino mena manene na mabungu eti. Angavange. Mabungu atopanga menanga banje mando sanga test.
There's an extent.
That's true.
Ngini kuli take for the whole
community.
Society to take
everybody has a role to play.
Kumaona inobodza ti ana tantu ino umachitaona kuti koma mwana akakandika lindi njala sika naje ndipo sika kudya. Why you not asking?
You see?
Kuti mwana ayu bwanji.
Mukuona mwana akumenyedwa pansi uchita ukwakwazidwa mukungodusa ngali moto kungodusa basi kumapita. Inde yes ndi mwana wao, but then what is happening? It's not normal. It's not supposed to be like that. So if anthu amene tikuona my neighbors, people in the society, we all have a role to play.
Exactly.
And we have to intervene where we have. It's not like hey bola ineyo basi ananga mamva and all that. No. Because sometimes it's not even the child's problem.
Yeah, it's just a you problem.
It's just a you problem. Even though now tuti ni mavuto and mavuto atuti mangosaka poti atani. Pawina wakoti depressed ba. It's not like anthu ena wakati frustrated kunchito, ka frustrated time ndi abambo ake amwana ayi ndezithera pandani. Zithera pa mwana. If you look at it, it's not like kuti mwana ndi ovuta or it's a problem. It's just kuti pali mavuto ena and you think kuti the only way you can let them out it's on the child.
And the child is defenseless. Mwana apita kuti.
Atani kuli ngapite sangakubwezereni and all that.
Yeah, so very unfortunate that that's been the case.
Yeah.
So I really hope that the law will play its part. And when I only put zero, I didn't get a zero. And yeah, man, protect those kids because they're the future. So
Yeah.
you don't want some broken kids running the country.
nkana zinthu sizikwenda
Tifufuzena nokuti unaleredwa bwanji.
usogodo mwina ndi anthu oti anachitidwa nkhanza anatani nkana they don't care about us.
They don't care about you.
As long as them and their family are cool,
that's fine.
but that's fine.
Yeah,
you get it, eh?
Please,
So
please, let's definitely
heal wherever you are.
Yeah,
You have
work
to
on
heal.
yourself.
You have to heal,
Work
heal,
on
heal,
yourself. Work.
and be better people.
Yeah, but until next time, let's be better people.
Yeah.
Until next episode of the emergency.
Tikamabwera tudzaseka chaka.
Yeah, it was that so be ready because we might have a guest.
Zikangoenda bwino pena pake ndidzagawaso ndalama pano.
100,000
ndizane nazo kuti bweresani manambala anu kuma inbox iko. Kuma comment box iko bweresani ikani manambala nditumise ndalama.
Comment reserve.
Ndiye ndizagawa.
Ine koma ndizakugawa makondo mifara anthu mupanga zosiyana. Mupanga zosiyana.
Mudzagawa
makondo. Let's be real. There's issues that need to be fixed apart from money.
Yeah.
People they're getting material houses.
Zimimba.
Makondo mano. Nungo na bai.
Kumangotaya. All right. So ngani ndimeneyo.
Until next time.
Munomo tikukonza ziko.
Zoti tigawe.
Munomo timakonza ziko.
We love our country.
So we talk about issues that affect the government, the chan. We have also talk about you.
If it's not condoms, it's HIV test kits.
Hey,
Otherwise,
guys, see you next time. We love you. We're so happy to be here always. So see you next time, guys.